Hey everybody, let's go camping. There's just something wonderful about strapping on that backpack and feeling the weight of it and heading out down the trail. I really enjoy it. The smells and the sounds of the birds. In fact, in this video I'm not going to use any background music so you can actually hear the sounds that I hear, the sounds of the forest and the birds. Gonna have to find a place to get across this little creek. That shouldn't be too hard. There we go. Gonna go about 200 yards up the hill. And the first thing to do when I arrive at my campsite is I'm going to hang my backpack. And after we get the backpack up, it's setting up everything else. The hammock first, and then the tarp. Now let me show you. I'll kind of speed that up to make it easier. And just like that, here's a view back down the hill, down to the creek. You can see it down there. About 100, 200 yards, something like that. But it's down. And I want you to notice how close I'm going to set the fire under the tarp. Very close to the hammock. That's just the way I like it. And then the first thing I do after I get everything else set up is to begin collecting firewood. That's not too hard. There's wood all around. I'm in no hurry, nice and relaxed. After all, that's the whole point about being out here, just to come and relax and enjoy. I'm about the camping and not the hiking. And so it doesn't really matter how far you go in, as far as I'm concerned. I just try to get in far enough to find a comfortable spot away from the traffic, away from all the things that, well, that I want to get away from. So I'll pick up some smaller sticks and branches that have fallen, use those for kindling. But I am going to need some a little larger to do my main cooking with. So I'll have to get out the silky saw and go to work. And of course, after you do this, you'll need to do a little batoning. At least that's the way I do it. It's nice and easy. And it's safe. I wear gloves. Just toss those pieces down. I've got my bandana down there to carry the pieces of wood that I collect and process. And that's about it. Back to camp. So I have all of my firewood ready to go. A lot of kindling because it's been raining quite a bit. And then I went ahead and made a rock stove. I didn't bring my Emberlit stove, so I'm going to just use this. It's not that hard to stack some rocks together, and you just leave a big enough opening for your cooking pan to set on top. So we'll get that started in just a moment. Tonight, let me show you what we're having. We're going to have some Mexican food. I have some shredded seasoned pork meat. Found this at Walmart. It's all cooked and ready to go. Some mole sauce. If you've never had mole sauce, it's a kind of unique flavor. You may or may not like it. So it's one of those things you just have to try it to find out. It's a rich black sauce, and I really like it. And I have some street tortillas, flour tortillas, some sesame seeds to put on as well, just for a little garnish. And of course, for dessert, we're going to have a good cinnamon cake. So that's what we're having for supper tonight. It's Mexican food all the way tonight. Well, everything's fully cooked, so all we have to do is mix it together and heat it up. Doesn't get much easier than that. This is the mole sauce. It's a nice, rich, thick, black sauce. It almost looks like chocolate sauce, but it sure doesn't taste like it. It's great. It's starting to cool off around here. It's supposed to get down to about 40 degrees Fahrenheit, so I'm definitely going to have to put on some warmer clothes, a jacket, and of course I brought my underquilts and top quilts. The fire feels good, but I'm not depending on the fire to keep warm. I use a very small fire. If you've watched my camping videos, you know I like a small fire, nice and close. It's underneath the tarp even, so it can't be too big or we'd have a real problem. So this is just a small cooking fire, but it's close enough that I can feel it, and it feels wonderful. It'll warm up these rocks, hopefully, and that'll give me some heat. But then again, I'm not depending upon the fire to keep me warm tonight. The sun's just now going down over that opposite hill, so we won't have too much more daylight left. Just add the roasted sesame seeds and we're ready to eat. It smells great. I have the tortillas staying warm down here in the pan. Just cover that back up. All right, let's give this a try. That's good. Good to the last bite. Now all I need to do is clean up the pan. Of course I did that away from camp. Got that all clean, ready for tomorrow. Now it's time for dessert. Cinnamon cake. We'll give that a quick warm up. It's starting to cool off a little bit. Now for the taste test. Oh yeah, you know that's good. Let's get that fire going and warm up a little before bedtime. Well, good night, everybody. We'll see you in the morning. And good morning. I'm just laying in the hammock, not wanting to get out. It got down to 37 degrees Fahrenheit, and in fact, that's what it is right now. Makes it kind of hard to get out of this nice warm hammock and start stirring around. But the sun's coming up. Time to get up. So we've got the coffee going on this beautiful morning, nice and cool. In fact, it's actually kind of cold. My hands are cold. So we're going to need to get this fire going. Got it all primed and ready to go, and that'll help. And then we'll try to get some breakfast. Alright, I need to turn the fire down on the coffee pot so it can slowly perk. It's cold. I'm ready for some coffee. And I'm going to make my favorite camping breakfast, biscuits. I just love making bread out over a campfire, and it's not that hard. Ah, the coffee's ready. Real coffee. My favorite thing. And here's my view as I have my coffee and make breakfast. Well, the biscuits are done. Let's have a look. Oh yeah. Now that's the bottoms. Nice and hot and fluffy. They really turned out good. That's the tops. Oh, I need to get the butter and jelly out. I have the butter inside my jacket pocket getting warm, so it's easy to melt on the biscuits. Let me get that out. Here we go. Butter's on. I'm putting on some jelly, and this is a blackberry jelly. So good. Take a look. Now, these turned out better than usual. Light and fluffy. I'm going to say it. I'm a happy camper. Well, all packed up and it's time to go. Appreciate you coming along, and I appreciate you watching the videos. Take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.